and a pirate ship showed up.
Hey.
It was apparently some kind of fleet ship for Crossroads or Ouroboros clan. It showed up in glorious fashion. I hope you guys remember getting barreled. It was awesome. I remember it. And then he took you to like an off-the-grid rift, which led to one of Silver's like smuggling stations that was like.
I criticized their portal technology.
Which was a bad idea.
Yes.
The portal was a bad idea. My criticisms were not.
Music, dude.
The first portal was weird. It was like looked like mostly magic. It looked like a fantasy portal. It did not look like a sci-fi portal. That was the like off the grid gate.
Mm-hmm.
And then the once you guys got to the space station, you quickly they figured out who you were relatively quickly and decided to use cheese teleporter. What?
The stream. What is this lady eating? Corn dog wrapped in cheese? Or is it just like a giant cheese drumstick?
I don't know. It looks weird.
Weird. XXL fried chicken.
Gross. Okay, yeah, and then you guys decided to go through a portal, and
Decided to. We were forced to.
way. Okay, yeah, you were kind of forced to.
It's a little bit true.
It was, yes, your criticisms were founded, and maybe even a little bit of an undercon, because as Landon knows, and maybe you also, teleportation is not a fixed science.
Quite.
And it is extremely dangerous, especially over long distances. So,
we all rolled
we
horribly
resume.
bad.
Yeah, in addition to you guys rolling pretty badly, but you know, you're mages. This isn't your ball game. You're not like your corporal forms aren't necessarily
Also,
super hardy or used to being like teleported.
It being done automatically, not being like piloted by somebody is extra bad.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna get to exactly how bad that is right about now.
Cool.
Andy, you are like critical condition.
Okay, right, because I got hemi-corporated.
Yeah. They were able to like recover your legs, but they're like horribly broken.
Yeah.
And your like torso is, you know, dismembered. They put like gel on it, and they're reattaching you. And yes, you're a ghoul, but you know, imagine that all your health.
It's a bad day.
It's
a bad day. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. Cosmos didn't come out. Just his like dog tags filled with his soul came out.
He come out? He came out in half. He was in 2 pieces.
No,
Isn't
me.
that what happened? Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
No, that was Andy.
That's what. Yeah. That's
Cosmos it was just like pew, and dog tags just like ching, like landed
That's
on
right.
the ground.
His tags came out separately.
Yeah, but they are like lit up.
That means.
Oh yeah, I was
that means
the only
a-
one that came out walking and fine.
That
We're
means
almost
there's
fine.
a Teddy Money body somewhere, just out there. Just putting it out there.
Rice.
Well,
created
that
one
is-
extra
the
Teddy
Teddy body. The Teddy body is still making its way here.
Teddy body. What happened to the car? Did you leave the car behind?
The car's tied up at the station, yeah.
Yes, the car is tied up to that space station.
That's no mean car, man. That car is like
Teddy Money
serious business car.
Mobile
You gotta
1.
get it back. Yeah.
Because I'm assuming we're going to make another one at some point.
It's Teddy money.
We
He'll
don't
find
have.
a way to become a real spaceship and come to us.
Yeah, we don't have fucking.
Teddy Money's just going to be out there doing Teddy Money things as a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teddy Money is intelligent, right? It's got a spirit bound into it.
Yeah, that's a new NPC.
Hell yeah.
We're doing it.
An NPC.
We're adding content in accordance with the prophecy.
We're doing it, Peter.
In accordance with the prophecy.
It's a bit of
Throwing in
a-
an old one.
Yes. Yeah.
Only but a
We're on a
good
mission from God.
What the hell are they
to
making?
add content.
What is this?
Okay, so, you guys, yeah. So Teddy's a pair of dog tags. Landon, you feel like shit, but didn't actually take any
Yeah.
damage.
And I'm like steaming.
Yes.
Oh, what about
And wet.
computer girl and her trusty sidekick?
Who knows?
She's
She was
not
lost
there.
lost in transportation.
Yeah, she's not there right now. Yeah. They like keep the portal open, and they seem to be like, there's like a guy manning the portal from the other side, and he seems like he's still waiting for like stuff to come through. But like you guys are like ushered out relatively quickly. It is just the three of you, and like Andy is in critical, so you guys like go with Andy. And yeah, they're like rushing him to, you know, some type of like crazy hospital place that's probably horrible, and you guys can go with them or not if you want to.
Black market, Pirate Bay
Teddy
Hospital.
Money dog tags are like, yo, when did it get
I pick
so small? Why is everything all shiny?
I grabbed.
What the hell happened here?
Dog tags. Is his soul in them?
Yes.
Okay, I grabbed the dog tag.
Yo, who said you could touch me? Where you taking me?
Oh wait, no. Where are we? This is important. Before we know if he's, where are we?
You guys are in Crossroads again.
Okay, so he's not in the dog tags.
All right. Yes.
You can
Sorry,
give him
Teddy.
the falling. He's falling.
Oh, yeah, 'cause the loop's just like in the sky.
No, remember it's like it's in the center of the planet. So every time you died, you like free falled with a ton of whoever else is dying.
Oh
you get,
yeah.
like, sent somewhere, and
you
you like fall through
Teddy,
things
you,
and
like-
get to see shit.
Yeah, Teddy, you're like wake up and you're like butt naked and covered in like slime. You're like falling
This reminds
like
me
terminal
of that
velocity. It's like it smells like plastic. There's like enough distance where like your hands and feet aren't like touching anything. You can like hear and see other people like falling, but it's like dark. Some of them are like scared. Some of them are like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like it's like
First
very
time.
very mixed. Yeah, exactly. Like, and then you like eventually like kind of you don't take damage, but it's like
It's
relatively
also for
time.
you.
Question, is
For
everybody
you,
else?
it'd be like
No, this
it
is
might
fun.
be the
Yeah.
because it's also like the fastest free fall you
Yeah. My question. You
You
said
know,
I
yeah,
see
no,
other
yeah.
people. Are they?
It's
all,
like
is everybody naked?
everybody's naked.
Okay.
It's like a myriad of different people and types of people. Like one guy falling, like I can't take it. I'm afraid of heights. And then he just like turns into a werewolf and like murders like other people around him as he's like
He's dead and
frenzying.
he's killing people.
But then like you hear like thump 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 and like, oh god damn it, that werewolf motherfucker, like but like it's like way higher up in the tube. Like eventually you hit like an incline in the tube and it like hurts, but it's like relatively steep, so you like fall and tumble and it like takes you in a different direction. You can see like you're like in the underbelly of the city, so occasionally you'll like see like a lab with like a shit ton of people in it, and they're like dissecting like some humanoid creature, and it's like completely splayed open, and there's like people watching, and then like cut to just like like power lines and like weird magical bullshit and like steel walls.
The underground sewer people that were pushed underground long ago.
Yeah, like you cut to one frame and it's like rat people worshiping like some big bell.
Fix,
they're
what is
like-
this? What's going on? It's gross. Sorry. I'm still watching Fix's stream.
And then, crazy shit. You get like there's like one like clean room that looks like it has like a bunch of cells in it, but you can't see a ton. It's like from the top down. And there's like the number 2 written all over all kinds of shit in like blood. In one of the cell doors, and you see like eyes like shoot up at you like right before you clip away, like scares you. Anyway, eventually you like fall into a room. It's literally like you like fall into like a chair. You get like injected with weird drugs. Give me a what's the port roll, Landon? Or no, don't when you get cloned with like that
Yeah, it's already marked.
receptacle in your neck already, right? Yeah, okay, so never mind. There's like a dude sitting there and he looks like very unamused. He looks like Alexander, but he's wearing like regular he's wearing like a brown jumpsuit and he's like a clipboard. He's like, "Why did you lose your suit?"
I took it off.
He like flips
Standard
back a couple
procedure.
pages and he's like, "It says here that you were teleported earlier today."
Yeah, I got teleported right to here. This is where I'm supposed to be, right?
He like looks up at you and he's like, "Is this your first time dying on Crossroads?"
I'm dead?
He like flips forward a couple pages. It's like, "Yeah, it looks like you were teleported from an unknown teleportation location. Very interesting. And you sustained heavy damage, causing death." It's like, "In doing so, you lost your suit." And he like flips back to the final page. It's like, so
Wait. I didn't lose it. I know exactly where it's at. It's at that undocumented teleportation spot. I took it off.
Here at the cloning facility, we feel that it's necessary to warn you about you taking unauthorized teleportation devices.
Well,
Why use Michael Industries?
Who's that talking, and why didn't you tell me that
Patented
before I took it?
teleportation circle.
that's just like playing on loop in the background.
Yeah.
It's like, "Yes, welcome back. You died." It's like this intro like Disneyland video or audio recording.
Is it like I'm sitting in the chair like moves me through dioramas and shit to teach me?
No, you're just like in this room talking to this one guy that looks like Alexander, but
Got
isn't
it.
dressed like him at all.
And Alexander's the dude that gave us the quest to go down there, right?
He's like what? As far as you
Mm,
can tell so
how
far,
big?
he's like the.
They haven't even met him. They haven't met him. He has no idea who this
Okay,
guy is.
yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You guys haven't met him at all
They met
because he
Silver?
didn't personally.
No,
recruit you.
yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
the guy
You met
that?
Silver, and that's it.
Who's the guy that told
Yeah.
us to go back
Silver.
to the planet? And he's
Silver
not.
talking.
He's not Alexander.
No.
Okay, got it.
No. It's like, so
This is just some guy.
Teddy.
Which is better
This is
because
just
now
some
you're
guy.
just meeting some technician guy, and when you meet Alexander,
Yeah, I'll be like, hey,
you'll
I
be
remember
like, what
you.
the fuck?
Like, Teddy, listen, level with me here. Like, did you lose your suit when you teleported? Is that why you don't have it with you now? I mean, clearly you just came back from the vat.
Isn't it standard procedure? Every time you guys want to do something, I get naked. I took the suit off before I got in that teleporter.
He did take the suit off before he got in the
I know exactly where it's at.
Okay. He's like, okay, well,
And elsewhere, he still has the suit.
do you want us to... Oh, right, I forgot. He totally did take
he
it
actually
off
took
and
it off.
Did go into elsewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so do you, like, put the suit on?
Well, I don't think I know I could get
Or
the
you're like,
suit
yeah, I
back.
still have it?
Do I know about this elsewhere? I don't think I know that.
Wait, okay, never mind. When you say I took the suit off, he's like, did you? And he's like, interesting, and like writes notes on his like clipboard. And he like pulls out a little like, it looks like a baton that like scans for metal. It's like one of those. And he like he like scans your hip, and it's like boop, and he's like, "Oh, you do have your suit."
I do?
It's like, yeah, dude, when you take it off, it goes into elsewhere.
Elsewhere? Is that like...
You should really read the manual. You should really read the manual on your suit.
Where is it at? I just like, is it on my back? I can't read the manual if it's on the back of my suit.
He's like, "Do you mind if I input a command to your AI?"
Go ahead, man. Teddy Money. His name's Teddy Money.
Your
He's like, no, your name's Teddy.
AI has the same name as you.
Yeah. Is that weird?
Hey, Teddy Money. Hey, what's up? Go ahead and bring up his user manual HUD. You don't have your suit on, but like in front of your eyeballs, like a HUD, like a user interface comes up, and it's like, think like
AR, man.
the user manual for a car.
Yeah.
Like it's all digital and like a hologram, but like it's very wordy and probably like 150 pages long, and it's just like how you use
It's
the suit.
just it's extremely dry, to the point, like manual.
Yeah, it's literally like a car manual.
Fucking 20
It's
cents
like
for something
nothing
that
you
could
would-
took 2 sentences to tell you. It's like,
It's nothing you would ever read for fun. It's like purely informational, and it's just like, this is how you use the suit, like verbatim, and it tells you all the different random things you can do with it.
It's also like how to repair this module when stuck in a field with only that, like that type of stupid shit.
It's also like, you're probably the first person that's ever actually tapped into this, but yeah, there is ways for you to like. It's tough to repair the suit unless you're like a master crafter because they're very complicated. But there are ways to like upkeep the suit.
There's also,
oh,
like,
I am
there are ways. There's ways to jury rig it too to do things.
I am
You're also a matter mage, so
I am
you
a
can
vehicle
explore this a lot more.
craftsmanship man.
Yeah,
I'm
does
not
have
a
craft,
matter
so-
man, but I do have 3 crafts.
Do you have craft? Okay. Well, anyway, so that might be something you want to get into. You're actually think about it like you're like, oh, I've read these before. Like,
Yeah.
there's a parallel here to
I'm
the
an
thing that I'm
automotive
into.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, so it's speaking your language. Anyway, we can go back to that later, but it comes up. He's like, you can look at that more, when you have some free time. But so Teddy, where are you going? Other than to go meet up with your friends again?
Is this some like philosophical what am I doing with my life kind of question?
It's like, no, I mean, you're on mission. Are you going back to report to? It looks like Silver's your dispatch.
Yeah.
On paper, there's no way it would say so. It would be like some other one. It would be somebody else. He's like 9 levels deep on other people in
It
front
looks
of him.
like Barome Johnson is your dispatch. Is that correct?
Is that the dude with the receptionist, kind of big in the top?
He like looks at you, and then he like looks at the paper, and then he like looks at you again. He's like, "All right, let's cut the shit. I know why you're here, Teddy. I know where you're going." It's like, what are you guys gonna do with the shadow?
Oh, Shadow Man? I think we're supposed to use the shadow to find the not shadow.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
The shadow knows.
I'm not really the guy who decides things, just the guy who does things. And I get to the part of the manual where I figure out how to bring my suit back.
Yeah. There's like,
And
yeah, you bring it back.
Teddy!
It's like a Naruto like hand kata.
Chop,
Yeah, exactly. And then and then it's like poof, and you like have your suit on.
Now that was cool.
Um,
But now I'm naked under my
Yeah.
suit.
And now you've just permanentized your how you get your suit on and off.
Yeah, he's like, all right, well, do me a favor, Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy could do favors.
It's like, take this phone.
Are you serious?
It's like a '90s flip phone.
I know. I was thinking
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
gonna say nice.
It's
I'm
the
like,
classic.
and I'm like,
classic
are you
90s flip phone.
are you serious?
Yeah,
I got this
Yeah.
fucking
If you
suit I
ever-
just pulled out of who knows where, and you're giving me this flip phone?
it's like, yeah. If you're ever in trouble, and you absolutely can't solve the problem on your own, just call me on this phone. My number's in there. It's on a speed dial.
Can I like put other numbers in this phone, or is it just for your number?
No.
No.
I'm important enough to have a phone that's just for me. Okay, let's just leave it at that.
But what if like, like, the next girl guy that brings me back is like hot, and I want her number in this phone? Can I put it in then?
Look, Teddy.
There's no-
look, Teddy,
there's no
listen,
phone
the phone is
storage.
very special. Look,
He
Teddy,
doesn't
that
store
phone is very
numbers.
special.
It's too ghetto. I posted it. It's in just gamer things.
Don't. Yeah, just don't use. You have a phone in your suit. Just don't use that phone unless it's to call me. Okay?
All right, but what do I call you?
Alexander, you don't know who I am? It's like, what are they doing around here?
How could I know who you are? I just met you. You didn't even introduce yourself. You just started asking me about my suit.
It's like, forget it. You'll meet me again.
Is that a challenge?
It's like, no, there's just, a lot of me. Anyway, I'm going to send you on your way now, Teddy. Like I said, use the phone if you need to, but only if you really need to.
All right.
It's like, you should probably wear some clothes under your suit.
I did have clothes. I took those off too.
I know that the clothes don't come back, though.
I'm gonna find somewhere in this manual. Store my clothes.
All right, Teddy, have a good
Teddy's
day.
actually pissed because he doesn't have his jacket.
He had a nice
dude.
coat.
Yeah, now he's on a quest to get a coat now, dude. All right, I guess
His werewolf coat that was a good coat.
that was a great coat.
The door opens up, and it's like a tube that's has a lot of suction. So you just boom, go into the tube.
And I want to dial the phone number.
You have been charged.
You want to pull out the phone he just gave you
Yeah.
and call him?
Yeah.
You have been charged 10,000
Oh,
credits.
God. Yeah, it's like, you'll be charged 10,000 credits to complete this call.
No,
Would
it's
you like to continue?
the cloning cost.
Oh, yeah. No, your suit's you have a 10,000 credit deficit. You get that ping.
I
The
just
phone probably costs more than that to
I
use.
just swiped it. Swipe it.
It floats away. It takes a second though. It's kind of annoying.
Yo, Andrew.
Yeah, you get sucked through this tube.
Alexander.
Are you trying to use the phone?
Yeah. He's really using the phone.
You open it up and hit the number, and it's like, this phone does not work on Crossroads.
What's
Please only use this phone in the event of emergencies when off-world.
What kind of stupid phone this guy give me? Teddy Money, can you put this somewhere?
Who's Arlie?
Arlie played Wildstar with us.
Arlie is Arlie.
Arlie's
Hanging
Arlie.
out.
Oh,
I'm not
I
trying to
was.
interrupt anything.
Oh no, you're fine. You can be here. I was like, is that John? And I don't know who that is.
No.
Okay, never mind. I didn't know if John changed his name.
been fucking forever, Cosmos. But yes, you can carry on.
Yes. Carry on. Hey, Teddy, money. Put this somewhere.
All right, yeah, you get sucked through this fucking tube. Andy, Landon, do you just like let Andy go to this hospital?
I'm like, I'll hold his hand and I'll go with him, and I'll be talking to him like everything's gonna be all right. If anything, we can just kill you.
Don't look
We'll
comforted
get you
about that.
back. Like, also, everything I'm saying is gonna be backwards right now.
What?
So
it's just like my speech is in reverse.
Does he understand it?
Why?
Does he
I assume not,
understand it,
Just
or
because. I'm just gonna have a problem right now for a specific reason.
does he understand what you're saying, or it just sounds like
I
mumble
assume
jumble?
no.
Landon looks like he's trying to be helpful, but he's just like yelling gibberish into your face.
Yeah.
It sounds weird.
Also, I am like looking. I start looking like somebody else for a moment. I'm subsuming one of my beings.
Whatever you use.
I am getting rid of Francis. He is getting absorbed.
Oh no!
Digesting.
I'm digesting Francis. Every once in a while, I'll turn into a nerd and have a squeaky voice.
This is not making me feel better.
Yeah, I mean, he goes to the hospital. It's like relatively quick. You like get in there. Well, it's not that quick. You have to like wait in a waiting room for a really long time. It like seems like a big deal, and then they like pull you in there on a stretcher, and then you just sit in like a room full of people with stretchers that have injuries as severe or more than yours.
Okay.
And everyone just kind of like, oh, it's just like a lot of that.
Yeah.
You guys wait for like 4 hours, and then eventually they like take you into a room.
How many of these people succumb to their injuries in the meantime?
I'm sure
a
there's
ton
like
of them.
No, it's
Yeah.
probably like the nurse comes in and just uses like the low-level medicine stasis charm, just stasis.
yeah.
Or
It's
sure,
just like
yeah.
you're just like
Yeah,
stuck in this position.
Well, it's like 2 nurses come
You
in
just don't
and
die.
one like, yeah, like one like draws on your forehead, and the other one either like sustains you or they just
Triage info.
like laser beam you right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're
It's
not
like a
making
surgical
it.
tool that they just like kill you with.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like the cattle execution thing.
The
Yeah, they're just like
cattle, that's
triage.
better.
Yeah, it's the
What?
cattle prod. It's the air gun. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like pow.
Put a hole in your skull.
And then yeah, plenty of other people like die because of their wounds, like while they're waiting. But it's all very like procedural. It's kind of like the DMV. Some of the people that die of their injuries are just kind of like, god damn it, like just kill me, like hurry it up already.
Yeah.
Eventually, you get brought into a room. There's like a nurse in there. She is like dressed in like a nurse's outfit, and she has like red hair, and she looks very unhappy. She has like prominent vampire fangs and is like thoroughly unamused. It looks like she's been doing this like for hours.
Okay.
She like looks at Landon and is like, "Are you his?"
Oh, I don't go in.
Oh, you don't even go in. Okay.
I'll
She's
let
just
him,
like-
I'll let him go in after that. I'll stay in the waiting room. Why I'm having my own
Okay.
problems.
They like wheel you in. She's like, "Can you roll over?"
I like stare at her
You're on your back.
for a second. Like, what a weird thing to ask me, and then I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll try. I try to roll over.
She just like pulls your ass out and then like sticks your butt with like this huge shot that you
I
didn't
don't,
see her
I don't
holding.
have a butt. My butt fell off.
It's on the
Right?
table
You're
next to
gooed
you.
together.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
You're
oh,
gooed
right, that's
together
right.
now.
I forgot.
They gooed you together.
I've been gooed. I got gooed.
And yes, surprisingly, you can turn over. The goo has begun to put you back together.
Okay.
She just gives you a shot in the ass of like Vitae,
Okay.
so your body just like heals.
Oh, neat.
You're a ghoul, so
Yeah.
it was probably doing this on its own already in the background,
Yeah.
and she just like caps her pool off. So
Yeah,
you're
gotcha.
like good to go.
Sweet.
You probably don't know what she put in your butt or why it did what it did, but yeah, she like gives you some miracle cure-all shot that like heals you from being halved.
Yeah. Word. I'm just like, wow, that was pretty effective.
She's like, "Can you feel your toes?"
I like look at them and I like try to wiggle them. Like thinking to myself,
You can't.
wiggle your big toe. Like no.
You can wiggle your big toe.
Oh, okay. Not wiggle my big toe. What is this guy naked?
She's like, "Hello, are you listening to me?"
Yeah. Yes. Look. They're wiggling it. Yeah.
She's like, "Okay, now get out of my office."
I'm like,
It's
I
just,
just
like, opens
stare
the
at her
door.
for a second, like, rude. And I like try to stand up.
Dude, you can stand up.
Yeah.
Just
All
fine.
right. I get out.
All right, he comes back. Cosmos, you like come up. You get like shot up upwards, and then all of a sudden you're in like a capsule, and then like a door opens in front of you, and it's just like city streets. There's like a hospital like right in front of you. This thing looks like it's like where a bus stop would be. And then yeah, like Landon and Andy are like walking out of the hospital, and you're like, you see them walking out.
Hey, I know you.
Oh yeah. I guess you do.
Hey, you're back.
I'm back. You're back. He's back. We're all back. Great. Now what?
Did you guys also die?
I don't think so.
Landon, the dog tags are like pulling at your like pocket.
They said I died.
Like, yeah, that'll happen. Rifting, unlicensed rifting is dangerous.
Like, is that what they call it?
Well,
Yes.
I must have did something right. I won a prize.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Check their cell phone out. He whips it out like all cool and shit. Pretends to talk to someone and shit. Hey, Teddy Money. What's up, Teddy Money? Checking my new phone. Yeah, well, that's tight, Teddy.
It's like you and the AI going back and forth.
Like, oh, those are important.
It's not that important. I tried to use it. It didn't even work. I guess we should get going.
Where
So-
are we going?
Didn't you look around? Do I see?
You guys are
going
do I
to
see
talk
the
to
shadow
Silver?
guy
Yeah,
here?
yeah. We go back to where we're supposed to go.
I
Yeah,
look around and do I see the shadow guy with them?
yeah. I would have.
No.
The shadow guy would definitely be. No. Where did he go?
No.
He was in handcuffs, and I had him.
He was, and you did.
Ugh,
If you remember, he got compressed down to like
nothing.
a tiny dot.
Nothingness. Yeah.
Like when you guys
Yeah.
got teleported.
Yeah. Didn't we guys
and then
have
what
a
happened
shadow?
to him?
Does anybody have
Teddy jumps around and
Death
like
Sight
moves
or Prime
to,
Sight?
to see if the shadow
Nope,
is
nope.
hiding in
I
the
have
shadow.
prime sight. I have Prime Say.
Okay. There is an entity hiding in Andy's shadow.
I knew it. See, Teddy Money's jumping around was looking if there's a shadow hiding in his shadow. We don't see nothing.
My eyes burn bright white, and I say, "Reveal yourself."
Reveal yourself to me.
And I cast the like reveal truth, fucking prime spell. So he cannot hide from me.
He pokes his
I'm
head
forcing
out
him
of
from
Andy's
the shadow.
Yeah, and he like pokes his head out of Andy's shadow, and he's like not. It doesn't look like Darren at all. It's just like an opaque outline of a man. It's like Game & Watch. And he's like, "Come on, man. I'm really hurting here. Just let me rest for a little bit." It's like, "Look, I didn't run away. Just leave me alone for a minute." As he like gestures, his hand like kind of like melts away back into the shadow, and his head's like looks like his neck's all loose. It's like, I'm not doing super good.
All right, I'll let him stay in the shadow. Stay in the shadow.
He's like, "Oh, thanks," and just like floats back into the shadow.
Can that thing just
It's
go
all
and
foggy and ripply.
can that thing just like leave any shadow and go in another shadow?
I don't. I assume so.
So like you trust he's gonna stay in that shadow?
I'm keeping an eye on him.
I look at my shadow
But
suspiciously. I feel betrayed.
I look at Teddy, my eyes burning white, like white flame coming out of him. So I'll keep an eye on him.
does those eyes there, buddy, let you see shadows inside shadows?
Actually, lets me see all kinds of shit. Like I see the truth. What do I see the truth in Teddy? It's Teddy. Teddy, give me a truth.
Where do you see the truth?
Isn't it like the most recent?
You
I don't even know how it works.
you can tell that Teddy Money's always been scared of his shadow,
Okay.
and
There's
He-
no need to fear your shadow. I'll keep an eye on him.
the excitement he chases is just him running from his shadow. Sure thing,
I also
buddy.
have to talk. When I talk, I have to talk like that. When this spell is active. That's
Dr. Orpheus?
It's the like you have to talk. It's like displaying power
Yeah.
speech.
Alrighty.
Oh, also all my imagos fucking appear whenever I'm casting anything. So there's like old realm runes floating around me.
Also, nobody cares at all, which is to be noted.
yeah, no one.
Give me one sec.
Not amazing.
Yeah.
Everything I say, all subjects know on a soul deep level that the mage says is true. But it only works when I say statements I believe to be true. It doesn't compel you to act in any particular way or anything. Just it's like you feel like I am telling you the truth
I feel comforted.
deep down. Yeah.
Onward ho.
The mage speaks with tongues of fire, and the world listens. George went AFK.
Okay, I'm back.
Proceed on.
We proceed on. We travel. Begin travel to where we're supposed to
Okay.
go.
All right. You guys don't want to stop for anything? You're in Crossroads again.
I don't think I have much concept of what it's stuff for.
I mean, it's a giant mega city that's like currently under construction,
Yeah.
and there's, I don't know, an infinite amount of things to do here. So if you guys wanted to, I don't know, acquire a specific thing now that you kind of know what the world has to offer or have a better idea, you can try to do so.
We stop at a rare coterie.
Rare coterie and get a rare coat for Mr. Coatsalot.
Hey, I need a new.
Okay.
We're going to stop for a rare coat for Teddy money.
Okay. You guys want to look for a coat shop? It probably takes some looking. But
no, sir. Not just a coat shop.
Rolls.
We want a coterie.
A
A
fine,
coterie.
rare distributor of fine, rare coteries.
You find a bunch of vampires hanging out. They're a coterie.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I mean, yeah, there's a place that sells coats that fits your description. It's very fancy. No, that'd make you dice roll, but
Why waste time?
maybe your suits find it for you relatively easily. Okay, you guys go into this coat store. It's like the outside of the shop looks like it's like hands opening a coat, and then there's just like an opaque opening that people like walk in and out of occasionally.
A little inappropriate. Is it called the Flasher?
Somewhat.
This looks like it might be the spot. Hey.
It's called the coterie, and then underneath there's like italic writing that says rare finds.
It's like here's a shop to replace your coat.
That was very kind of you. Let's see what they got.
I'm gonna sit down on the bench outside.
You're not coming in? Maybe you can get yourself a coat too.
I'm like, do you think I look good in a coat?
Everybody looks good in a coat, my man.
I get up and I go in.
I'm gonna go too.
Let's all get coats.
We're all getting coats.
You go in. It's like weird. Like it doesn't. Maybe you didn't like go through like any kind of like magic. It kind of feels like you went through magic. Maybe you didn't. It is like very. You walk in there. It's like candle lit and like kind of like dim, and it's a little. It's like like the lighting is like candlelight, but you don't see any candles or smell any like fire. The temperature is like it seems like it's like climate controlled in here. Like there's like a humidity control. Like if you went to like into like a cigar room or something. There's like it's like you walked into like the most gigantic wardrobe ever. It's just like endless racks and hallways of like coats.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Walk down,
I
The
should
UG
die
alleyway.
every day.
checking out the coats.
You guys peruse the coats. It's like there's every kind of coat you could possibly imagine in here. They have it's like
Yeah.
broken down in sections based on like time era. Is like probably the most like reasonable organization of stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking for like Navy surplus coats.
Oh, you already have a badass
yeah,
coat, don't
they have
you?
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know,
um,
gotta change it every
they have
now
tons
and
of that stuff, like military garb. That's like what you mean.
Yeah, I think I'm looking particularly for like cold weather, like long coat, but military style.
It kind of you realize very quickly that this place is like. I don't know if anybody here has been. Well, Cosmo's definitely not. But you guys know what costume capers is?
I think so.
It's like a.
It was
like
this
a
like
movie
weird
theater
like
coat?
costume rental place in Santa Cruz. Very weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Closet capers?
but it kind of has that vibe. Or closet capers. That's what I meant. To
Yeah,
say.
yeah. It's
But
like
it kind
a
of has that.
silent show, kind of.
Yeah. It kind of has that vibe where like some of the stuff maybe looks slightly used. A lot of it is like. It is very much like costumes. Like.
Sure. They're theatrical.
Like yeah, like I guess somebody give me a what would this be? Like wits plus intelligence.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
The old double
I'm not in
attribute.
tabletop. You see me roll for 5 days?
5.
Yeah. 5 days.
Yeah. It could also be investigation, I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, wits plus investigation works.
4 successes. Wits plus investigation though.
Same for me.
Okay, so 4 dice.
Okay,
4
that's
successes.
fine. Okay, yeah. It's clearly and again, this is maybe like you kind of have a flashback also because you've done this before. A lot of times people like know what kind of planet they're going to or what kind of like relative time era they're going to, so it's like
Yeah.
kind of a prerequisite to be able to like costume up if you know where you're going.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they have
this
like
is more
everything
like a field commissary sort of. For like
yeah, I mean they have like fake swords and shit. Like I guess it's not just coats, it's like whole outfits and like all kinds of shit, but it's like kind
it's
of
a
yeah,
costume
it's
shop.
kind of like yeah, it kind of has
It's
the like costume shop vibe.
undercover costume shop.
But again, the stuff looks like maybe it's like people. It's some of it like was owned at one point. Like some of it looks used.
Yeah, surplus.
And the price tags
I mean, that makes
vary
sense.
anywhere from like.
If you're trying to fit in, you probably don't want to wear stuff that would look like you just walked out of a brand new store with it, unless you're trying to fit in
Yeah,
with those
exactly.
kind of rich assholes.
Yeah. The price tags on this stuff ranges anywhere from like 5 credits, which is like a penance, if you know what the amount of things is worth.
I probably do, right? I'm gonna have some memories. I'm gonna like.
Yeah. Some of it's worth like nothing. Other coats are worth like insane astronomical amounts that like you don't understand why they're so expensive.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask my suit what my current like bank account balance is. Like, hey, suit. How much money do I
Well, you have the city check for you because the city's like technically.
Oh right, yeah, the
AI
suit is
program
right.
now.
I forgot. Yes. I'll be a little more polite then. I activate the suit comm or whatever, and I'm like, excuse me, can you tell me how much money I have in my bank account? Here. I think the AI knew how to do that.
Yeah. Let me see. Give me let me try.
Sure.
It like casts a spell.
Yeah.
For those of you that can see that, or it performs an arcanoi or whatever the fuck the spirit shit's called.
Gift. Really?
And then yeah, it like like a pop-up that doesn't look like it's like it looks like it's like spam. Like it doesn't look correct.
Yeah.
Like a pop-up comes up with like
it's not like
a
an official
bank
window.
statement,
It's just
and
like a diagnostic output from some script.
yeah, it's like a DOS window pops up.
Yeah.
It's like
I cracked into the bank. Here's what it told me.
yeah, it's like you have 100,000 credits.
Thank you.
And it's like your payment for your like 3-year term that you served.
Great. By the way, are you good? Do you need me to take you anywhere? I don't think this place is super safe for you. They seem to have some pretty strict customs regulation around spirits.
It's like I'm fine. I'm still healing, and
Okay.
I can hide here.
Okay, cool. Let me know if you need anything.
I could use modes.
Sure, I'll try to figure that out for you.
It is in fact a spirit, so it's
Right. It needs the universal currency. Understood.
If you ever ask it if it needs anything, it's like
Motes.
I mean, I could use modes.
Fair.
You got any of those motes lying around?
Yeah. Got any of those motes, bro? I just need a little bit. Just to hold me over.
I want to get
I can't fucking stop watching this street
A
food TV that's
big-
watching.
Russian military coat.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for too.
Do you want a cheap one or an expensive one?
An expensive one.
How expensive?
I just want one with like some like death protection on it. That's what I want.
They definitely have those.
Yeah.
After you're like in here for a little bit, eventually like Landon, you're like looking through coats, and like a little like raccoon man like and like poofs out of the coats.
Does he have a giant ball sack?
He has like big ass nuts and a dick, and it's just out for the world to see. But like he's like an animal man. It's like kind of like, I mean, it's a raccoon, so it kind of has like rabbit-ish physiology. It's kind of like, you know, God, what is it? The rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. It's like somewhat humanoid in his design.
Yeah.
It's like that.
He's a little tanuki, man.
It's like, oh, I can see you're interested in the coats.
It's like, yes,
His
I
little
want
nose
this
like
one.
twitches. He's like, but what? It's just because of the way it looks.
It's like also the like, you know, protection from the death magic on it.
It's like, I see you have a keen eye. He like takes the coat off the rack. And he's like, yes. This coat was worn by a Russian soldier during World War II. He watched thousands of his fellow men die on the battlefield, and he himself died of freezing to death.
So you're saying the coat didn't really work very well.
No, the coat has protection against death magic, not the cold.
Well, I want the coat to keep me warm too.
Well, It will not do that. It keeps you cold.
It keeps you cold.
Like, no, I don't want this then.
He's like, well, all right, yes, I see. Like, puts the coat back. Teddy, you keep getting like pop-ups for loans. It's like, and they're like, you have a credit deficit. Like, you should take a loan.
Swipe, swipe, swipe.
There's also the option to allow ads and make some money every day.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that thing where you have ad buddies that follow you around and deliver you ads in person and you get paid for it? It's like it's a movie. It's some sci-fi thing. I think it's a movie. It was like a Fifth Element kind of thing, but it wasn't that one.
Teddy Money, don't you have any way to stop this stuff? Just swiping them away.
You're just standing in the middle of a coat.
How am I supposed to find the perfect
like,
coat
hey,
with
Teddy,
all
I
these
think you should
ads?
just take a loan. I mean, how are you gonna buy a coat?
I mean,
That's Maniac.
I never had to pay
Holy
for a coat before, Teddy. It's a good point. Oh, let's figure that out when we find the perfect one. These ads, they keep blocking my vision.
Are you looking for a werewolf skin cloak?
No, there's no. That's a one of a kind. There's no replacing the coat.
They have those.
No, he wants to reclaim his own werewolf skin coat.
There's like a taboo section of all kinds of horrendous cloaks.
Landon, have you watched Maniac?
He is looking for a
It's a
specific.
miniseries on Netflix. You should absolutely watch that. You would dig it.
He is looking for.
It's got
this
some
cloak.
like top-notch dystopian sci-fi shit.
He's
Ad
looking
Buddies
for-
is from that.
I put the coat in Gamer Things. The coat. This perfect coat he's looking for.
Landon, are you still looking for coats?
Yeah, I just want a big Russian coat. Doesn't have to be special.
Okay, you find one like very close to it. The little raccoon man is like, oh, so you're just gonna pick a regular coat?
He's gonna shade you now.
You don't want me to pick a regular coat?
Well, I mean, there's so many fine coats here it seems a shame to just only buy one regular coat.
Then why do you sell regular coats?
Well, because sometimes we have to accommodate regular people.
I'm glad you do, and I like pick up like a regular coat.
He kind of like, He like walks over to you, Cosmos. Or like waddles.
This is big balls getting away.
He's like, what kind of coat are you looking for?
I'm looking for a coat like no other. Coats are kind of my thing. It needs to be special.
Ooh, I like your style. What kind of special?
It's got to be the kind of special that when you see me wearing that coat, you're like, damn, Teddy Money got a new coat. That shit's hot. Know what I'm saying?
So you want something flashy?
I want something like, I don't want it to be flashing. Like, I don't want to have lights on it, you know?
You want something that's going to get someone's attention?
Yeah, but it's gotta also be like cool, you know, and hot at the same time. Check this out. Look at my last coat. Do you have some way to put a picture of my last coat up, like a holographic?
It's
for the
like
suit or
every
something?
single picture of you ever.
Oh, I believe I have something.
This last coat was special. I'm gonna get it back, but I need a coat in the meantime.
It's like, I'll be right back. He like waddles away from you and like goes up like a set of stairs. And he's like, "Oh, help out that other gentleman there with the regular coat."
The regular gentleman.
Yes, go help that regular gentleman over there. A bunch of like raccoons come out. They're like regular raccoons. They just like sit there at your feet, Landon, and like look at you expectantly. One's holding like a like
you better
one
watch
of
the
those,
hell
like,
out, Landon. It's a bunch of raccoons.
Yeah.
like digi credit charger thing. It's like awkwardly trying to hold it up. You know, like an animal is trying to pick something up, like especially a raccoon. It like can't. It keeps dropping it. It's like doing
like...
that. It looks very cute. Yeah, exactly.
I transfer the credits for this regular coat.
It's like 20 credits. It does have like some mild. It's like it doesn't get wet or something like that.
I put it on.
It's Gore-Tex. That's a special thing.
Yeah, like it can't. It can never be saturated with water. It dries really quickly.
It's a quick drying fabric.
Like it gets
not magic.
wet.
It's
but
wicking.
It dries,
It's wicking.
dries
It's wicking
really
fabric.
fast.
Yeah.
It's water wicking.
It's just like brand name material from like Columbia Sportswear or something.
Yeah, like it's a good cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like the raccoons just like disappear underneath the coats. I can't hear you talking, Landon.
I make sure they haven't stolen anything from me.
They only took you deposited what you deposited.
Okay.
Never trust raccoons.
Never trust raccoons.
He like comes back and he's like carrying a coat that's in like a bag. It's large. It looks like he's like struggling to carry it down the stairs. And he like hands it to you and he's like, "I think you'll like this one."
Open it up with much excite.
It's like a leather coat. I didn't see the picture of the one that you posted, but let's say it has the cut that you want,
And a
or
hoodie.
roughly the cut that you want. Sure, it has a hoodie. But like the inside of it is like fur trimmed. So like the inside of the hood is fur trimmed, and the inside of the coat is fur trimmed.
Nice.
And it is like the same texture and feel fur of your other coat. He's like, "Be careful with this coat." You just like put it on, and he's like, just make sure that you don't get angry, unless you want to do some damage.
Why would I get mad at my coat and want to damage it? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying while you're wearing the coat, make sure that you don't get angry.
Wait.
I want to inspect the coat with spirit sight.
Damage the coat while I'm wearing it. That sounds dangerous.
The coat definitely has, or what is it called? The coat is a fetish for sure.
Okay. I'm like, it's got power, Teddy.
It's got power, Teddy.
It's not a normal coat.
Teddy Money, how's this coat feel? How's it feel on your skin?
And he's like, I don't know. Would you like me to?
robotness.
He's like, I don't know. Would you like me to, assimilate with the coat, Teddy? Is that what we're saying?
I don't know what that means. I just want you to feel it. Does it feel good?
It's like, well, I can't. I'm a machine, Teddy. I can't feel it unless I assimilate with it.
Can you even do that? If you're what?
Why would I ask you to do that if I couldn't do that?
Exactly.
I don't know, Teddy. Why would I ask you to feel the coat if you?
Do I
couldn't
look like
feel
a
the
machine?
coat?
I don't know what I know it likes to be a machine.
He's like, you read the fucking manual, Teddy, or what?
Hey.
Yeah,
I'm a coat here.
I've only got into page 23. Okay, it's a big
We got
manual.
book.
All right. Yes.
You don't like to read.
You want to keep this fucking coat? Okay, we keep it a coat. I
Yeah.
like it. Honestly, it's a nice coat.
I'm gonna go to one of the full-length mirrors and check myself out.
Understanding
Like-
stuff's one of those things I have trouble with.
Check my stuff out longer than a normal person would check themselves out.
Excessive self-checking.
Teddy Money, you're right.
You don't
This
want to go
coat
back in
looks
yourself.
good.
There's like a loading bar. Eventually, it like fills up after you're like. It takes almost as long as it. You check yourself out a little longer than it takes for the loading bar to complete. But yeah, when you're done, he's like, "Okay, Teddy. Yeah, it's a nice coat."
Yeah, I agree. Two Teddys have to be right. Am I right?
Two Teddies are smarter than one.
I mean, the only thing better than two Teddys is three.
I'm sad we left Teddy with wheels. I miss him already.
Yeah. Why'd you have to remind me, Teddy?
What's the Teddy the coat called? Teddy with fur?
The suit? I don't know. He just calls him Teddy Money. That's it.
We'll get him back, Teddy. But
Like maybe the suit doesn't know it isn't Teddy, and but they like this like the suit goes out of its way to make a distinction between it and the car.
Yeah. The car is the second-class citizen in the Teddyverse.
He's not a real Teddy.
Yeah, he's a synthetic Teddy, substitute Teddy.
So I'll look at the shopkeeper and like, hey, Trash Panda, you know, look good with this jacket right here.
What? What would look good with this jacket?
Some clothes. Teddy Money naked under here.
I like you were just saying trash can.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Look at the Tanuki. I'm like,
He like looks
Yeah,
down
I
at
guess that
his
doesn't look
balls and
normal
dick
to you, do
hanging
you?
out. Yeah, and then looks at yours and is like, oh, yes.
You got
What
some
kind of clothes would
threads?
you like?
I want some threads and matches. Something like post-apocalyptic, like living in the canyons kind of clothes.
So you like leather?
Leather. Yeah. Some leathers. Some stuff like that. Maybe some hides. It's got to be layers, you know? You can't just have a coat without some layers.
Hide, yes. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I'll be right back. He leaves. Andy, like raccoons come up to you and like tug at your like sleeve or your like coattail
I shoot him away.
expectantly. They like gesture at the coats, but it's like animals that, you know, again, it looks like they're doing a trick.
Little
Like
animal
they're
pantomime thing. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It looks like they're like doing a trick for a treat, like from a movie or something. But they're
I
just
like-
doing it.
yeah, I
They're gesturing
try
at
to-
the clothes.
I try to shoot him away. I'm like, "Kss, kss."
They respond in kind to that type of.
They do the same.
they get sideways and kind of like run away, and one of them like kind of like hisses a little bit, and they like run
Okay.
underneath the clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a pretty nice coat, but maybe you can get some buttons added to it or something.
Buttons. I look at my coat.
Yeah, man,
I'm like, I already got
accessorize.
buttons.
You gotta
Accessorize.
accessorize, man.
I guess. I don't know. How do you accessorize?
Teddy Money just knows. I mean, you gotta find your inner accessorize.
Well, shit. I don't know. Help me out. I've never accessorized before.
He looks around.
I look around at all the stuff.
I'm just
kinda
like-
shrug. What is all
A
this?
hat. He needs a hat.
A hat. I
Yes,
had a hat once.
that's exactly it. A hat would be perfect. The perfect hat for the perfect gentleman.
I don't think I'm actually really shopping for a coat. Like I went in there thinking maybe I was going to look for a coat, and I looked around and realized that like I don't have actually any fashion opinions really at all. So I kind of was like looking at the coats, like how do I tell which one's better than the one I already have? I don't know. So I just sort of started standing there watching everybody else.
They got hats.
Yeah, I look at the hats. I'm like,
They have
this one's cool.
shoes.
I grab like the biggest hat. I'm like, this one's cool.
Oh no!
Doesn't matter what it is. It's like it's the big one. I get the biggest hat. Like
It's like one of those like 20-gallon like
you like
dorky
huge,
looking
like,
cowboy hats.
cartoon film cowboy hats.
yeah.
Or one of those women's sun hats.
Right? Yeah,
Floopy,
yeah.
Giant
Like
floopy sun.
like southern like
Yeah.
derby hats. Southern ladies derby hat with like the feathers and flowers and shit.
Yeah, first is the cowboy one, everyone's like no, and then you put on
Yeah.
that one, everyone's like no.
And then, and then I think you put on one of those little small like hats. They're really small. They just go in the corner here.
Like a yarmulke? Oh no, like the little
No.
like cartoon clown hat that's like 2 inches long.
Yeah, the really small
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Or the girls
yeah.
wear to brunch. Those little small
Right.
hats.
Yeah. What do they call those? A fascinator, I think. Right? That's the like. Or no, fascinator's not a hat. A fascinator's like the weird like there's a duck on your head thing. That's a fascinator. That's a bizarre fashion statement. Anyway,
I think
Yeah,
your style's a little more
I try.
laid back there, man.
I just kind of shrug. I'm like, I don't really have a style, man. It's just what they gave me to wear at work. Am I still wearing my work uniform?
Puts on one of those propeller hats, dude.
Yeah. I look for like a green hat. I grab the first green hat I find and I try that on. I'm like, this one's green.
Hey, it does bring out your eyes.
What? Cool. Is that good?
What cool?
I look totally lost.
You're
I have
wearing
no
like
fashion sense.
a old detective outfit, right? Like from England or something? That's what you.
Yeah. I was gonna go with that, but like, I don't think.
What do you
Your
look
armor
like,
can.
Andy?
I-
Your
so I
armor
think-
can.
I think
the
it was
armor
when
that you found
when
in
I
that
got my
closet
armor
can
back.
Look
Yeah,
however
when
you
I
want it to.
when I got my armor back, that's what it looked like. I think I've changed it back. Since then, I've like changed it back to be what it was when I first met you guys, which is just like paramilitary, like green, like OD green paramilitary outfit, like. Just like a cadet jacket, basically.
I used to know this guy. He looked kind of like you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What coincidence.
he wore a green beret on his head.
beret. Look around. Never wore a beret.
Sure, there's a green beret.
I put it on. I put it on wrong.
The tip going back.
Yeah. Like this?
I guess that's it.
You're like a street jazz poet.
Cool. I look at like I look for the Tanuki man.
He comes down with like, it's like a like leather pair of pants, but it's like apocalypse, like it's like
Like Mad Max aesthetic?
Just say it looks like the picture I sent in the chat.
like they have like yeah, like it has like spikes on it and like studded parts, but it's like mismatched. And
It's
it
like
looks
all
like
heavy
it's
metal.
like sewn together. Yeah, there's like a cod piece that's like metal.
Rhinestone cut piece.
Yeah, it's got like it looks like kind of like a built-in like breastplate type thing on it.
Sweet.
He's like, this stuff can take a beating.
I'm just like, wow.
uh,
I just like stare at it.
that's actually pretty cool, but I was thinking a little less post-apocalyptic, like, you know, like just barely apocalypse, not like 100 years been an apocalypse.
No, it's like that. It's like that. It's maybe like a little bit
Like
more ramshackle than you wanted, but it's right on there. It's right on theme. It's 90% of what you wanted.
Are those spikes removable? Can I just
It's
have
not
it
like
without the spikes?
crazy spikes. All right, he's like,
Just like punk jacket spikes.
No, I meant like on like the like knee or something where it like makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Like do some damage.
Yeah.
But he's like, sure, we could probably remove those. He like looks left and right.
I can remove those right now. And he just grabs the pants and rips off the section where the spikes are. Hey, that's much better
You
now.
just rip the knees out.
Yeah, just rip out all the spikes and just leave them all raggedy in that section. Now that looks much better.
They don't come out.
Even with my super.
He's like, oh, don't do that. They'll have to be removed with magic, of course. It's like, you don't understand. This is a very special outfit here.
Teddy takes out his phone and tries to call Alexander.
It gives you the same message. It doesn't work on this planet.
What the hell? This guy said he gave me the phone. He said whenever I need him, call him.
Whenever real emergency.
I totally need him to help me pick out the right coat and clothes. And this phone don't even work.
He's like, look, you're getting confused. Trust me. You're going to like this outfit. You should try it on.
You're gonna love the way I look. Guarantee it.
Alright, I put it on. You're right.
Andy, he like looks at you and he's like, oh, your hat's on backwards, and like moves your hat forward.
It is? I like look in the mirror. Oh, it's one of
when
those.
it moves forward, you like your suit's like, or the city's like, oh, do you want me to, what does this say? Interface.
Sure.
It's like, okay then.
Let me know what you find. I don't really know what this thing is, so, you know, proceed accordingly.
It's like a Green Beret's Green Beret, and it's like a fetish, and it does stuff, and I was gonna say like just plus to skills, but that's lame. So I'll think of something cooler than that.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. Alright.
It's gonna give you some Green Beret flavored buff,
Sweet.
which in the literal sense, which may or may not be synergistic with your character, although it seems like it kind of would be.
Yeah. Alright. I'm like, what was you guys said? Oh, I asked the raccoon, is it laid back?
What?
Is it laid back? I pointed the hat. Do I look laid back?
No, you look like a soldier.
Oh. Our soldier's not laid back?
No. He like looks at Teddy.
I look at Teddy and fucking Lando. What the hell's your character's name, Landon?
I
Lando.
can't keep
Lando?
track of.
Is it Lando?
Endo.
Okay. Like, it can't be Lando. That's like way too close. Endo. I look at Teddy and Endo, like, kind of shrug. Like, he says it's not laid back.
Hey, that's because you're standing up, man.
Yeah.
Just lay down.
I
What
like,
does he know? Look at his balls hanging out.
I get that kind of like that sort of like dumbstruck look. Like I
I'm
just
actually-
got a
I'm
stupid
like-
joke.
Actually, I'd be like,
oh my god, you guys are making a joke at me. I'm
What
supposed
is
to lay
he
down.
doing?
That's it. I lay down. I lay down.
Hey, now you're laid back.
I'm like, this is it? Like, I don't get it. Whatever. I stand up. I'm like, it's fine. Soldiers are cool, I guess. Whatever.
It's like, it looks great. The hat looks great. I didn't mean
Great,
any
good.
offense.
All right. Sounds great. I'll take it.
Landon, by the way, I laughed super hard at your comment. You're all, what's he know? Look at his fucking balls hanging out. This is busting up the whole time. But yeah, he's like, okay. So you like the hat? Are you going to keep it?
I do. How much is it?
He like looks at it. It's 50,000 credits.
50,000 credits. I sigh. I wait for the city to get back to me. I ask it. I'm like, what's up with the hat?
Hey, that thing's not worth more than like 49,999 credits, man.
That's-
I'm like, that's an expensive hat.
Yeah, it seems like an expensive hat. I don't know. I don't know if I want a hat that much. On the other hand, you know, whatever. It's just money, I guess.
It's like, it is a nice hat. It's like, I'll tell you what. I can tell you haven't been here for very long. I'll give it to you for 30,000 credits. With a first-time buyer's discount.
All right, fine. Deal.
Very well. It's like, please, serve this gentleman. Sell him his wonderful hat. Raccoons like approach you cautiously.
I
One of
look
them
at them
has like the little
suspiciously.
credit scanner thing.
I'm like, the critter's got your machine.
What did you
That's the
just?
point.
What did you call that? What did you call them?
They're critters.
They're my clerks. Please,
What?
they will charge
Oh.
your credit.
I like look at them again, like kind of suspiciously. Okay. I check my pockets for a wallet, and then I like try to remember how this works.
It's your wrist. You just like give
Yeah.
him your wrist.
Okay. I give him my wrist.
All right, cool. It scans your card. That hat's gonna be good. So
All right.
give me more than a moment to figure
Sure.
out what it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
that's fine. That's fine.
Teddy, he's like, okay, well, if you're interested in all of these wares, then you're looking at a total of 150,000 credits. Will that be all today, Mr. Teddy?
Hey, it's Teddy money to you, man. You're good.
Mr. Money.
Money by name, money by nature. Let's. He stops one time. He's got all the clothes on it and the jacket, and he looks to the mirror. He looks at himself, says, "Welcome to the money zone." Yeah, this'll do. This'll do just fine.
You notice that the leather is like, it's like it's made out of something it's like a weird material that you've never seen before, and it's like black and like it has almost like a like lava rocky like finish. Like it's like gravelly
It's
and black.
people.
It's at least some kind of leather, but it's like very
Coarse.
strong and
Coarse.
like doesn't bend easily and coarse. It's like sandpaper.
Is there enough room for activities though?
It's not that. It's not like that necessarily on the inside. Like it's
Got it.
kind of like armor in a way. But on the outside, it's like that.
Got it.
Both the coat and the armor are very expensive. 150,000 is a lot of credits, and you have negative 10,000 credits. Just to remind you. It's like, so, Mr. Money, let's how do they say that? Show me the money.
He sure, I'll show you the money. And Teddy money, show him some money.
It's like, Teddy, we don't have any money. Well, I told you we got to take out a loan or something. We're negative 10 G's. That's why they won't stop bugging us with the pop-ups.
Okay. Mr. Trash Panda, there seems to be have a situation with my account. I just died, you see, so I just got back to the living. Maybe, perhaps, we can work some kind of deal.
Oh, do you need a loan?
Look,
I'm just like, no. No. He doesn't need a loan.
It's like,
You
this
don't
is
need a
actu-
loan, Teddy. You don't
Teddy
need a
Money doesn't need a loan.
This is actually
Teddy-
a loan office as well.
Of course it is.
You see, Teddy Money is famous. Check out all my followers. I can promote this shop.
You feel like a pulling at your coat, Teddy, and there's like a couple raccoons there.
Do they holding paperwork for me to sign?
Yeah, they have like loan forms. One's like wearing a little pair of glasses, but again, it's like an animal, so it like at one point like pulls them off and just leaves them on the ground.
So I showed Mr. Shopman my highlight reel and be like, you could be the sponsor of my videos. I'm sure we can work out some rent to own, pay to win type of structure here.
Are you saying you're going to give me exclusive marketing rights to all Teddy Money videos that you will post, stream, and cast in both Crossroads and interplanetarily? Is that what you're saying? Mr.
Yes,
Money?
I'm saying I can put your glorious flashing logo shop in the corner of my videos. And I can tag hashtag the coterie when I do
I
my
want exclusive
amazing
sponsorship. I want exclusive sponsorship.
feat. Let me confirm with my manager. Teddy Money, what kind of deal does this sound like?
I don't know, Teddy. If you give you these clothes for free, it seems like a good deal to me.
he talks out loud so the shop people can just hear our conversation.
Yeah, he's like, is that
It's pretty
you?
true. It's pretty true. It's a pretty good deal, you're right, but is Teddy Money the kind to be exclusive? You know what I'm saying? Would people think I sold out?
It's like, I don't know. This guy seems pretty cool. He's like a raccoon. He's kind of unique, right? You know, everybody's got to have sponsors. At least he's like kind of he sells coats, right? We like coats.
Teddy Monies do like coats. If there was gonna be one sponsor, coat sponsor be a good one.
Maybe we wear different coats.
Ooh.
You know, sometimes.
Like a coat for every occasion? Is that what you're saying, Teddy Money?
I don't know. I'm just saying that if he gives us, this is a nice coat, Teddy.
All right.
I'm feeling it now. I'm touching this coat, and it's nice.
Oh, it's nice, huh? Oh, I can't wait to
I want
feel
to roll my bureaucracy plus intelligence to see if this is a good deal.
it.
There's like a raccoon like writing out a contract, and he's like talking to it, and it like looks up at him every now and then and like keeps scratching on like a piece of paper.
I got one success on if it's a good deal or not.
I mean, it says that he's gonna give Teddy these articles of clothing on like loan in return for exclusive rights to like everything that he shares.
I want him. I'm just like, how about it's, a rotating wardrobe. He comes back, gets another coat, drops this coat off. You give him clothing to wear, model, as it were.
I'll give you this first coat, and we'll see how it works. And then, after that, when you come back, if we've made some money, then we can work out a deal. And maybe I'll give you another coat.
All right, it's got to be negotiable upon our side.
It's like, of course.
And I will give you that exclusive rights for 1 year's time. At which point we can determine if we want to proceed exclusively together.
Well, I will expect to be back in a year.
I might be back sooner, eh? These coats work so well. Send over your little trash
Yes,
buddies.
Bob.
Let's get it going. I think we had enough of the side quest coat sesh.
They give you a big ass contract to sign.
Teddy Money, read this. I got to check myself out some more.
He reads it and gives you. He's like, yeah, he's just gonna do what he says he's gonna do.
All right, let's do it. Pleasure doing business. You will regret it.
Okay, sign the contract. The raccoons like roll it up and like scurry away. It's like, yes, pleasure doing business with all of you. Anything else I can do?
No.
All right, you guys leave. Okay. I need to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna take a quick break.
End scene. That means we can watch Fix's food. I can't believe he's still streaming food.
I've been working on my new character on this sheet. On the new sheet.
Oh yeah?
And it makes it look like you really don't get enough skills.
Because the sheet has so much stuff on it?
Because you get like 28 skills, and it's just there's so much stuff on it, so it just looks like I just have like ones in a lot of things. Which was like normal. It doesn't look as bad on the Mage sheet because you don't have nearly as many skills and they're broken up. But on this sheet, it really does look like I'm like, oh man, I know nothing.
I'm gonna grab water while he's AFK. I'll be right back.
Get another drink.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to go over this character changeover at some point. The sooner the better, but there's still a couple more sheets that need to be made.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so you guys going to Silver's now?
Do we know where we're going? Like,
I mean, you do.
no, I mean overall that we're going to be sent. Do I have like a feeling that we're going to be sent to a horrible place that I don't want to go?
I mean, yeah, you've heard rumors about this place. Although, I mean, the Shadow keeps saying that we need to go there, or that you need to go there, rather, to save Darren, or help Darren, or reunite him with Darren. But no one's, like, told you to go there yet, necessarily.
All right, we'll head to
Head to the man.
our spot, like where we got to go, to the government building.
Landon, they talked to... Silver's not there. So they have to talk to your guy.
Wait, what?
Silver's, like, not there, so they have to talk to your character
Oh.
that works with Silver,
The mayor?
the mayor.
I think we probably talked to Flo over the mayor.
Or, okay, fine. Maybe you talk to
Flo
Flo
is like
instead.
Flo is like second in charge. The mayor is not in charge.
Whoever's second in charge, yeah.
The mayor acts like he's in charge because he's the mayor.
Yeah, you guys go into the same office that you went to before. Flo's, like, at the secretary desk. She's like, oh, hello. Please, sit down. It's not a... She's not asking. She's telling you guys to sit down.
Same old man replacing glass and writing a title on the window.
I feel like I noticed this. And I stare at him as I'm sitting down. He's the same old guy.
It looks like the same old guy.
Maybe he's just another old guy. Doing the same thing.
No, I don't think so.
I don't really pay attention to guys that much.
Yeah, I look at you, I'm like, you should.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
She's like, are you going to take your seats?
I sit. I've been sitting.
She's like, so, what have you brought us? I don't see Darren.
I look at my shadow. Like, crane my head so I can look underneath the seat. He's in here somewhere, I think. Like, one of the ground.
I'm just like, come out.
She, like, raises her eyebrow.
Don't make me burn you out.
He's like, you see him, like, again, he's, like, one-dimensional. He, like, crawls out of Andy's shadow. What'd you guys? What'd you do to me?
Wasn't us, man. It was that
She's
fucked
like,
up
what is
portal.
that?
What does it
What
look like?
is that?
I look at Landon.
This is.
Great timing.
Sorry, something's going on outside. I do not know. It's like very loud. This is Darius' shadow. Darius? Darren's shadow.
Darren.
Listen, George needs to make less characters that start with D.
I know. I do it on purpose.
He got you. Another D character.
It's because
Yeah.
they're all the same guy. They all look the same.
This is his shadow.
Um,
He is no longer on that planet.
the shadow like waves. It's like, did he make this? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like part of his soul.
It's like, a true homunculus. She's like, come here. She like gestures towards the shadow. Shadow like starts to like take shape and like look like Darren slowly. He like looks at you guys like, do I have to? He has that look like I don't want to get any closer to her.
I want to
It's like
give him the.
a dog that knows it's about to be scolded.
If you don't, she'll kill you. Like, look.
It's only going to be worse if you put it off.
He just like, oh, and like walks over. She's like, hold out your palm. He like holds it out. She like grabs his palm like super quick. There's like kind of a weird moment where she's just like staring at him. He like doesn't move. She's like, acceptable. She's like, you sit
sigh
down
relief.
behind me.
Sigh of relief.
He like looks at you guys and like sits down behind her. She's like, don't move until I tell you to. He just like doesn't make a sound and just sits there. She's like, okay, now that that's over with, it seems you've racked up a debt with us, with Blackbeard of all people.
You talking to us or the shadow?
The Silver Tongue said, by any means necessary.
She like pulls up the contract. She's like reads it very quickly. Very well. I'll leave it up to his discretion, but I am going to note it. It also says here that Teddy is taking on a sponsorship.
Yeah, any means necessary.
But you did that today after you already got to Crossroads. If the date here is correct and the time.
Yeah, you expect me to walk around without a jacket?
I'm like, I don't think that's any concern of yours. That's a private matter.
I'll note it as well.
Can you write down there how good I look in the jacket, though? And
Like, it's only fair.
put hashtag the coterie next to it?
That jacket's ugly, and you look ridiculous.
Like, that's rude.
I turned them.
She's like,
I
and
stare
I'm
at her.
late. It's time for you to go. Your next
I'm like,
destination
that's
is the
also
dead
a personal
planet.
problem. Don't take it out on us.
She's like, your next destination is the dead planet.
I'm like,
I'll leave it
hang
up
on.
to you to find out how you're gonna get there.
Hang on. We were told that when this job is over, my duty is up.
She's like, you haven't found Darren yet. The job's not over. You found his shadow.
I sigh.
I'm just like, the dead
Like-
planet? No!
I'm like, you know, a good manager knows that when you make the job easier for the people who work for you, they make it easier in turn.
I would hardly call the relationship that you have with Silver an employee-employer relationship.
Well, he's not here being rude, is he?
No. He's not.
So do you think I'm talking about him?
She like looks at you, Lyndon.
I just put my helmet on. It just like slowly goes up over my face.
I stand up.
This is just Andy like Andy just like pissing off like Adderjan. That's pretty much what's going on here.
Wow.
Just like a being of death.
Yeah. I stand up like a teddy. I look at Endo. I'm like, where are we going?
How are we supposed to get there? If I may ask.
She's like, we're going to give you passage to the outer ring gate of Planet 1, which is a stop-off point for Legion's fleet. It's like, it's an asteroid covered in zombies.
Sounds like it'll be a good time. Thank you very much.
Baby, got me a burrito.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go, guys. And I just like get up.
Sounds like my kind of party. Let's do this.
She's like, oh, wait, before you leave, I almost forgot. It's like, take these. She, like, scoots a little, like, one of those, it's like a tiny, you know those little tiny brown manila folders?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the little one. She, like, scoots it across her desk towards you.
Pick it up.
She's like, make sure you take those before the fleet comes to the asteroid.
What's in it? Where are they?
It's like, you're not gonna like it if I tell you. But just do what I tell you to.
Like, do you want us to take it like any time before they come, or like right before they come?
I would highly suggest that you do it right before they come.
All right.
I
you can
usually
do
do it
whatever you
right
want.
before they come.
I peek in the folder to see what it is.
It's like 3 like black pills. Black as night.
All right. I pocket them.
You like pick one up and there's like a tiny little like ghost face like "Ah!" and it, like floats by the blackness of the pill.
Yeah, leave. We get out of here.
Yeah, right when we walk outside, I turn to the guys and like, "Hey guys, I think she likes me."
All right, I just shake my head. I don't like her.
I put in like another transfer form.
I'll
Pull it out and send it off. It's like I've been trying to transfer out of this position for like 8 years. My transfer forms always get lost.
I look at Endo. I'm like, you look nervous.
It's like we're going. It's like we're going to the worst place ever.
That's what I hear.
We're probably not coming back.
Hey, you said you wanted to transfer anyways, though.
Yeah, to a cushier gig. Not into a zombie.
Gex, we already watched this one.
I want to go. I'm taking them to the temple. I'm taking them to a temple. Or to the temple. Fuck it.
Okay, you go to the temple. Is it in the pyramid?
I'm sure there's some
Or
like
on the
it's
pyramid?
Like, it's probably not. No, it's probably not on that. It's probably just like somewhere. Whatever. You get to make it up. It's up to you now. I've never been there. I just
Okay.
go to the main. I go to the primary temple.
It's like a giant, like, pentagon type structure, but instead of like square buildings, it's the shape of like the Ouroboros symbols. It's like a giant building that's a snake eating its tail. You have to like say a prayer to Alexander, and the mouth's like part slightly, and that's the entrance. And there's tons of like red priests and what are they called? Archivists everywhere. Archivists are like guys that are usually bald, but not always, and they have like a machine that's hooked up to the back of their head and like plugged into them and into their port. And they wear like priest outfits a lot of the times, but instead of a white color, it has like a red color where the white would be. But that outfit has like a billion different variations on any type of funeral garb or like priestly garb. So there's like, you know, a guy that's wearing like a komodo that has like the inner part of the shirt is red and the rest of it's black. And then there's a guy with like, you know, the actual Catholic priest type outfit that I just described, and et cetera, et cetera. So you see a myriad of these different peoples. They all look like they're like this is a place of worship. There's also people that are like you guys that are just, you know, walking in and out of this place, going somewhere. Landon, where are you trying to go?
Oh, we're just going to go get a blessing. I just want to go get a blessing and like talk to a priest. That's it.
Oh, no, just you know, usual Thursday night.
No, this is more it's like we're gonna go die, so we're gonna need all the help we can get.
I like
Just
walk
praying for
in,
help.
Look around. I'm like, is this a church?
Yeah.
I like giggle.
Cosmos, there's like lots of pictures of that guy that you met.
There's a
all
lot of
over this
pictures of
place.
a
Inside the
technician.
temple.
Yeah. There's like statues and pictures.
So hey, I know that guy.
There's like a statue of him like grappling like a giant black dragon.
I whip out the phone and I try to call him.
It's the same thing.
Hey man.
It's like very Roman, and he's like naked and like super buff. There's like black marble statues and mosaics and all kinds of crazy. It's like Vatican level artistry, and all of it's like.
It's pretty much for this
there's,
temple.
like,
It
demons.
would be like going to the Vatican. It would be like its own little part of the city.
Exactly. Yeah, it's huge. It's there's like a microculture around this place that was like clearly religiously charged. But yeah, this looks like it's like the center of the Mecca, and there's like tons of religious artifacts here.
This is also
and
like
art and stuff on display.
the zealots. The zealot like army is the like crusaders.
Yeah, you see like Knights of the Templar looking motherfuckers, but they have like power armor and shit on too. But again, black and red's kind of the motif.
I dig.
I'm just like, he's the one true God.
Hey, no wonder
Yeah,
he
like,
br-
when everybody,
no wonder he bring me back to life.
when people pass you, they're like, "Oh, praise Alexander," or "All hail Alexander," or a billion different variations on, something Alexander.
Steady Money thinks he was blessed by God. No.
Yeah.
He thinks God single-handedly saved him.
Yeah, he saved us all every time we die.
Holy crap! Silent Bob's an instrument of God.
I just coming to get like a basic blessing, I guess, or like I'm gonna pray. I'm praying to him and getting a basic blessing.
Okay, you get taken to an archivist. Out of game, it's D. He's like wearing what he would normally wear. He's in like his prince outfit, but it's like more modern. It's like future. It's kind of like God, the Fifth Element. The outfit that bald corporate asshole wears.
With the like asymmetrical collar and the like fucking plastic head shield and shit.
Yeah, minus the plastic head shield, but yes, that
Yeah.
exact outfit. He's like wearing that, and he's sitting on like a weird little like throne thing, like cross-legged, and he looks bored and irritated.
John
He's like
Baptiste,
super pale.
It's John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg.
Yes, he doesn't look like that guy, but but he's wearing that guy's outfit. He looks just like Darren Shadow, like identical, but he's wearing like a different outfit. He also has like glasses on, and he looks like how can I describe it? He looks more intelligent, if that makes sense. Like he's like looks like he's got more going on upstairs. Like he's like furrowed brow permanently and has like wrinkles because of it. Like he's like looks slightly different, but it's more in like I don't know. It's like the way he carries himself and the way his face looks, and less like his actual features. But yeah, you guys like pile into his little confessionary booth thing. And he's like, "Yes, what is it? What is it?"
I tell him what's going on and what I am in need of. What we are in need of.
He's like, "So you're going to the dead planet? That's what you're telling me?"
I just look. Yes.
It's like, "Wow, you guys are fucked."
I'm just like, that's why we're here. We need as much help as we can get.
It's like, "Well, normally I could just give you the run-of-the-mill blessing, but I got an extra little offer I could give you guys because I'm trying to start this whole thing here, get my feet off the ground."
Is he just like? I'm just like, can we get a more experienced priest, maybe? Then, if you're just like a new priest.
He's like, "Look, I'm here, and I'm, it's kind of like when you're like a doctor and you got to do what's it called?
Internship?
Residency?
No,
Residency?
Residency? Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. When you got to go like do doctors on duty, even though you don't want to do that shit.
So he's like not here.
That's like,
not only does he not want to be here, but he's also a new priest.
no, he says all of this out loud, verbatim.
Okay.
It's like that. And yes, to all of your questions. It's D. So he's like, he's just like, I'm working. He's like going to college at the fucking whatever, but then he has to do this because technically he's an archivist, and now they know, so they like make him do this shit too. He's like going to multiple schools, and he's stuck doing this shit. Anyway, it's like, look, I can make you guys vampires. You guys want me to make you guys vampires?
No. That's fine.
Like, tell me about that.
He's like, huh?
I'm like, no, don't do that. You don't want to be a vampire.
Like, why not?
It's like, let's talk about it. I'll tell you what, I can make you into a vampire, and you can keep your mage spheres.
I
Listen,
look at Endo.
where we're
Like
going, there's going to be a lot of death. People who can control vampires. We don't want that.
Oh.
We'd be stopped in our tracks.
I look at D, I'm like, I'll pass.
It's like, well, but, yes, normally he'd be right. But the type of vampirism that I'm offering you, gentlemen, is the good kind.
I look back at Endo. Huh?
What I mean by that is the Wakanda kind. Because guess what? You guys are talking to a clan chief right now.
I'm like,
whoa,
I don't know
big
what that
surprise.
is. Still looking at Endo. I don't know what that is.
Endo, you know what that is. Endo,
Yeah.
you probably didn't know who this guy was, and then now you're like, oh, this is the
prime
new
siding
guy.
him. I'm prime siding him.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. And you might have heard about it because you were like, some new asshole got appointed to clan chief. But yeah, you prime side him. He's like a master mage and has like rift fucking magic. He's weird. You're like, what the fuck? His pattern's crazy. He's a wizard.
But he's
like
got
a-
some
like
other
a
weird.
fantasy wizard.
Yeah, he's got weird shit that I don't understand.
Yeah,
As well,
he's got
dude.
crazy shit you don't get. You don't understand.
And he has.
But he is
more
he's a
hit points
master
than
death
I've
mage.
ever. His like moat pool and everything is like, it's broken. He's just like, I don't understand.
His stat sheet's broken,
Yeah.
but the one
Right.
thing you do understand is he's a master death mage.
I look at Endo like, you have anything to say about this?
I'm just like I'm. Blah.
I'll look back at him. I'm like, tell me more. Do I like live forever?
He's like, well, you already live forever, but yeah, sure.
Okay, so what's the benefit?
It's like, well, you'll be a part of my clan for one.
Okay, and
It's like, which gives you some autonomy
that
because
sounds
our
like a
clan's
benefit
relatively
to
small.
you.
It's like, well, it also allows you to operate outside of the other clans, which, as I was about to say, gives you more freedom than you normally be allowed. Also, I might be able to get you guys out of your arrangement with Silver once you complete whatever it is you're having to do for him right now.
Wait a minute. He already said that he was going to get us. He was going to let me out after this. So
That's what he says.
I'll look back at it.
It's just like how his transfer form's never been processed in the 8 years that he's worked for Silver.
Hey, how come
Is that-
everyone knows
is that
about your
true?
transfer form?
I'm just like.
Teddy, he's like this guy. You're getting mined. Like he's minding you. Your mind shield's like being probed.
ping, ping, ping.
He has mine just like you do, and it's reaching out to all of us constantly, doing things.
Hey, that tickles.
I also, but does he still have like the 18 fucking power potency spell on him that's like making us do whatever he says?
Yes, but now that he's back, he's clearly figured out a way to control that.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
as out of fucking control as it was before.
We haven't run into him before, right?
No.
Okay.
You got to think, like, yeah, he probably did, and then he immediately got in trouble, and like, somebody helped him out with that.
So I'm still looking at Endo like.
I'm like.
He's like, you'll be actual vampires.
Oh.
He's like, you'll get a larger blood pool. You'll have blood potency in addition to whatever you already have.
The sun is bad though, right?
You could. He's like, no,
What?
it's not. It's like, look, I'm not actually a vampire. I'm a mage. I just,
I'm like,
figured this shit out.
me too, I think. Yes, me too.
Like, no, you're a ghoul, and you're a Alexander ghoul. It's like, I can change you into a vampire of House D.
I'm like, but I'm also a mage. And I
Yes,
squint my eyes at
so
him
be a
and he's gonna
mage.
challenge me.
He's
Well,
like,
I don't know.
"You'd
It sounds
still
like a
be
good deal to
mage."
me.
It is a good deal.
Wait. Is this like a loan? Like, am I have to take out a loan for this?
Nope.
Alright.
It's like, in your particular situation, Tim, is that what people are calling you now, Tim?
That's what
Is that
people
what
call
you're
me.
going by?
Yeah.
It's like, I highly recommend you take this deal. There's a lot of people don't want you around. I don't know how much longer you're gonna last
Chuckle.
without one of the old memory wipes again. You know what I mean?
I'm getting used to that. Yeah, that seems to happen.
But again,
You're saying that
if you
you're
work
saying
for
that this will
me-
stop the memory wipes.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna. Why would I have you memory wiped?
I don't know.
Look,
Why
I
does
got a
everybody have
small-
memory wiped? I just
Look,
assume
I got a
people
small
like to do that
circle.
shit.
I got a small circle. I'm trying to grow it. Okay.
For why?
You guys can pretty much do whatever you want.
What's your what do you dream of when you go to bed at night? Tell me about yourself.
Hey, don't say Teddy money.
It's like, well, look, I'm a prince, and I want what all princes want. I want more power, and in order for me to
Oh,
get
everybody
that,
wants
I need to have more people in my clan, because right now my clan is by far the smallest clan of all the clans that are recognized in the Crossroads.
All right, fine. Deal. Sign me up.
Perfect. Anybody else?
Listen. You get me out from under Silver's thumb. With my finances. And you get me a cushy job. In the Golden Fleet. And you got a deal.
Define cushy.
I want my choice.
Golden Fleet's going to be hard. Are we talking about Hartman here? Or are we talking about the
Oh yeah, the new fleet.
Okay, all right.
I've heard the rumors.
I think I could work something out. I know people. I got connections. I think we can make this happen. The silver thing, no problem. Guy owes me a favor. Plus, I'm a fucking archivist. What's he gonna say?
I don't think you'll have to say anything. I think. If you
It's
say
like,
you
well,
can
I got
do
a
it,
loophole. Check this out. I got a loophole. Check this out. He's like, what about you, Teddy? You in?
I mean, I might have a few complications. You see, this coach from the coterie, I have an exclusive deal with him. I'm locked in at least a year. And then that guy over there on the wall, I think I kind of work for him too. I mean, he bring me back to life.
I'm saying once you're done with your job, you're gonna work for me.
What do you mean I'm gonna work for you? Like, what do I do?
I'm saying that you're gonna be a part. Well, pretty much whatever you want, like I said. But think of me as an ally or a contact. And other clan members could be other allies and contacts. Can help you further your own personal goals in the future.
Do I get a company cell phone?
Sure.
All right, sign me up.
I'm like, Teddy, you forgot to ask if it works.
Hey, I figure someone smarter will figure it out. I'm probably pressing the wrong button.
He's like, okay. He like pulls out 3 cups and like cuts his wrist and then like pours blood into all 3 of the cups. And he's
Wait.
like, this is
Guys, if we drink this, is that my stalker lady that you guys are scared of? She's gonna put it in the report.
I don't think we're gonna be working for them very much longer.
I'm like, yeah, she seemed to make Endo pretty nervous.
I mean, she could have killed us at any moment there.
Yeah, well, I'll probably kill her too.
She's not gonna kill the guy she loves. Come on, man.
It's like this next part's gonna hurt. I haven't really figured out a way to change that, so just giving you guys a heads up. Short of it is, I'm gonna have to bleed you out.
Is that how this
But
works?
that's kind of how it works.
Hmm. Can't you just use your magic to just turn us?
It's like, all right, you got me. He has this like crazy like jagged kriss in his hand and is like, all right, you got me. He like
Does he still have like weapons from Palladium?
yeah.
So like he has
Yes.
the finest crafted weapons we've ever seen.
Yeah, I think the only thing he actually got was like a dagger because he was
Be
a
the
fucking
finest
wizard.
crafted dagger that we've ever seen.
I think it was like a dagger and maybe like a bow and arrow or something. But yeah, he doesn't have the bow and arrow. But yes, he has the dagger that he has looks like crazy. And if you have magic sight or matter sight of any kind, it's like crazy. It's made out of crazy shit. It's like indestructible. It'd be like the Mjolnir version of a dagger. Like if like science fiction and fantasy twisted together into some crazy shit.
Do I see him rolling out there with that dagger?
It's what he like. It's what he was gonna bleed you guys out with, and then Landon was like,
Oh.
"No, you don't have to do
Do
that."
I
And he's
recognize
like,
it
yeah,
as
all right,
like
you got
super
me.
sweet badass dagger?
Yes.
I'm like checking it out. I'm like, that is a really nice knife.
It's like, oh, thank you. It cost me dearly.
I imagine it would.
One of my few souvenirs from a hell that I had to live for 2 years.
I stare at it a little bit too long.
Hey, does that mean we're getting souvenirs on our trip?
I'm sure you will have plenty. He's like, now hold still. And he like lifts up his hand, and the cups like, the liquid like floats up out of the cups, and then like shoots out and like forces itself into you guys' foreheads.
Ah!
You like feel like you're dying, but then he like uses his other hand, and it's like swirling with like black energy. And yeah, you guys like feel your fangs sharpen and your blood pool like grow.
Hell yeah.
You're like not, you're actual vampires now. So if you're not flush unless you want to be, although that's free. And yeah, so you're like, your organs shrivel up and your heart stops and you like don't need to breathe even at all anymore unless you want to.
Isn't he Wakanda vampire? So it's just
Wakanda?
Yeah, but he has his
Wakanda vampire.
Wakanda for life.
Yeah, but one of his special things is you can turn that on or off if you want. So if you want to look like a regular vampire, you can. But it's like an at-will thing. So you start off like being haggard, and then if
Life
you're like,
imitates art.
yeah, and then if you're like, oh my god, you lied to us, he's like, oh no, don't worry. So it's different. It's like a different. It's like a different type of vampirism.
What generation?
5.
Gen 5.
Five.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It takes away your like Alexander blood.
So I lose my ghoul disciplines.
So you get to keep those, but you're not an Alexander Ghoul anymore.
Okay.
You're technically a vampire of House D, spelled
Okay.
DI with a whatever over the top of the I.
Umlaut.
Umlaut.
Right. I'm not gonna worry about it because I can't type umlaut on this keyboard.
It's like alt code though. You should be able to.
What it's alt code? I'm on Linux.
Oh, never mind.
I'm sure I could figure out how to input it, but I don't care.
He has the what is it? It's the what's the name of the La Sombra one? I always forget.
Obtenebration?
Obtenebration.
Yeah, Obtenebration, and then what's the what was the other one that I used? There was one other one that I used like quite a bit.
I don't know. Dominate, probably.
Yeah. It's Obtenebration, Dominate, and then probably like I don't know, Fortitude. I feel like he was into Fortitude. You also get 4 additional dying health levels.
Hell
This
yeah.
is like Bloodline Discipline bonus, or whatever. Bloodline bonus is you get 4 additional dying health levels. They're like the really shitty ones, like the in-cap dying health levels. So it's just like
When you're dying, you get 4 more.
You could
like
be dying
actual
for a
dying.
long ass time.
yeah. You could look really dead and still be alive. Is really all it means.
Sweet. Obtenebration. That's pretty dope. I'm into that. That fits with this character. I don't know how Teddy Money's gonna work with these, but you know, I guess Fortitude's good.
I don't know
You
what
don't
any,
actually get any of those.
any of the things being
They're just,
said.
they're just
One-
cheaper to buy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah. Well, okay. So those are the clan ones, and they are cheaper to buy. And then you became a vampire, so you get whatever,
we're gonna get 2 more dots.
however many. Yeah. There it
We
is.
already
You
have
get 2
one in
more.
potence.
In
We already,
spots.
yeah, no, in discipline dots.
In disciplines.
It doesn't double down. It
It just gives you.
makes
Because
up
we
the
already have
difference.
1 in potence, so it makes up the difference.
Exactly.
By getting 2
Yeah.
more.
It just makes up the difference.
Gotcha.
But potence, fortitude, and celerity are no longer your clan disciplines.
Okay.
Although you
Already
have
have
learned those, so you already know how to do them. So you could always buy. You could always buy those.
Yeah, for out of time costs.
Fortitude.
Yeah, I'll figure
You take
this out like next
Yeah,
year.
you take
Don't
more
worry.
damage. You can take. It's like you soak more damage.
Yeah. It's,
Obtenebration is controlling shadows, like stupid controlling shadow stuff.
Yeah.
And dominate.
Fortitude
is,
just like lets you.
Dominate
like,
is
it's like
just a-
bonus stamina. It lets you soak damage better.
dominate is just a worse version of your mind that you already have.
Yeah.
Your
Fortitude's-
mind. Your like mind one covers like pretty much everything dominate can do. even
Fortitude's probably what you want because it's like generic. It's just like you're extra tough now. You can take all kinds
Yeah.
of beatings. You
It would
take
make
reduced
sense.
damage from
Yeah,
shit.
Makes
probably
most
the
sense.
only one Teddy's gonna want.
What was that? The Fortitude, Dominate, what was
Yep.
the third one?
that.
Obtenebration.
Alright.
You guys also can now learn the Death Sphere as though it were favored.
Oh,
You feel
I'll do that real
a
quick.
kinship or synergy or sympathy with death magic now that you did not feel before.
I gotta look up the fucking Obtenebration spheres. Which edition of Vampire are we looking at for this?
It's probably first, or whatever.
Old Wad, because
Yeah,
I don't even think Attenebration lasted past Old Wad, so yeah, I think it's just Old Wad for
I
all
think
of
you
them.
might be right.
Look at the 20th anniversary version.
B20, yeah.
Also, this character technically got to pick, and he probably would have picked Old Wad, because they're
Okay.
generally the best.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
V20 is basically like there aren't really balance changes, right? It's just like bug fixes and shit.
I'm pretty sure they did do a little bit of balance changes. So
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm pretty sure the Obtenebration is the one that got balance changed for a good reason.
Yeah.
It's really powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it
it
is.
was needed.
The high level ones are really powerful. The lower level ones are not that good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he's like, all right, one more thing before you go. You guys kept your promise, so I'll keep mine. He like his like finger bleeds on its own, and he's like, and you're chosen by the archivists, and he's like drawing like a circle in blood on you guys'
Just like-
foreheads.
Mundane.
And he's like,
Man,
and you've been summoned by the Great One in order to do his deeds, and in order to do that, you need to perform jihad in the name of the archivists, and now you're under my jurisdiction. In doing so, etc., blah blah blah. You guys get what I'm saying? Okay, cool, we're done. There's like magic, and then the blood disappears. It's like a flash of blue light. And he's like, okay, now when you're done with your current task, you're geezed to return to me.
Ah, cool.
All right. I think. Better follow through on your deal.
He's like, what it means is that Silver can no longer request your services because you work for me now.
I'm like,
Or you work for the archivists and I'm an archivist. Same thing.
really?
Yeah, it's a temporary segue to you getting your job on the fleet, trust me.
Oh, loading the second
All right.
So slow.
It's like, look, archivists need agents on the fleets, just like everybody else. I think I can get you a spot there. Trying to I think I remember. I think that's everything. He's like, oh yeah, you guys want, I don't know, like a shield or something before you go? It doesn't look like any of you guys can cast death magic. It's slightly disappointing.
I'll take a beer.
Pretty good at making things dead, but death magic not so much.
He looks like offended that none of you, that out of like the three mages, which are relatively rare, none of you guys have it. He's like, yeah, well, he doesn't look surprised, but he does look disappointed.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Does anybody remember what fucking book of Penetration is in? I have not
I
looked
think
this
it's in
shit
the
up
core
in like
book.
15 years.
Yeah, it's in the core.
Oh
book.
no, it's
Is it in the core
either
book? Okay.
it might be in
It
the
is.
Sabbat
I couldn't
book.
remember if the
No.
Sabbat plans. Yeah, because like some of the Sabbat
Oh,
plans
no.
are not in the core book, right?
Yeah.
Because the core book's like very Camarilla
Yeah.
focused.
No,
think
Obtenebration is in the core
Lissombra-
book. It's just the level 6 ones and higher are in the Savant.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
All right. God, I don't remember the layout of these books at all. I like vaguely remember the art and shit, but like going back through them, it's like like these books' layout is so bad. How do I find shit? It has been
Yes.
like at least 15 years since I've read this book.
Yes, their stuff is bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay, we leave, I guess. Feeling a little different.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys want any? He asks you guys if you want like a blessing or like a buff.
Yeah, sure. It sounds pretty cool.
How about just
Like I could probably work up like a decent
protection
death shield.
from death? Yeah, that would be great.
It's like, sure, all right.
Not in the core book. The list of disciplines in here is real short.
Yeah, it must be the Sabbat book. Okay. For this, he actually like sits down. He draws like a pentagram on the ground in chalk, and then like lights a candle in the middle of it, and then he like
What the hell was the spot bug
Throw some
called?
bones down on it. Cast a death shield for everybody.
Sweet.
Let's say it's 9, power level 9.
All right.
It's like there. It won't stop, anything really crazy, but it's better than nothing.
Thanks.
So, do you have to call you Dad now?
No, that'd be weird.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I don't think I've ever called anybody dad.
But if you guys need anything, let me know. Oh, one sec.
Our COVID map for California looks real bad right now.
All of the COVID maps look real bad right now.
Looks
10%
amazing.
of
Roseanne.
California. What?
Was
No,
that
that was
Roseanne
Arlie.
shitposting in the background?
No, that was Arlie.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was going.
10% of California is positive with coronavirus right now.
10% currently?
Yeah.
That's insane.
34 new cases a day
That's not like 10% of the population has ever had it.
per 100. No, that's right now.
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
sorry, for the week, the last 7 days.
Oh my
10%.
God, that's really bad.
34 new cases per 100,000 people every day. I don't know what
That doesn't add up. 34 new cases per 100,000. That's like 0.001%.
No, but we have like that's every day a new cases.
Right, but like how long do you have? Like, what's the half-life of COVID-19? Like that doesn't add up to 10% of the
It's like
population of California.
I think it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks, sometimes 2 months or something. Let's see what they say now. Let's see what they have written.
The math doesn't add up.
10% seems a bit high, but there's only 4
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that have it.
Average length of COVID is blah 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 blah.
Isn't it like 2 weeks or something like that?
No, it's like a lot longer. It's like, let's see.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah. It's because we have like 40 million people
Not-
or something. Like
Right.
Fucking up.
we have a lot of people.
Yeah, but like 34 new cases per
100,000.
100,000. That's
what
like
does that equal out
that's
to?
no. The point is that's a percentage, and it's a very low percentage.
Yeah, that's how many
Right?
new per
Like
day.
if you add the number of days in the half-life of COVID-19, that is not equal to 10%.
Yeah.
It's like less than 1%.
Well, that's the average of. Oh, when this is
I'll be right
averaging.
back, one sec.
It says 4 weeks is the minimum, and then
Yeah.
there's
How many days
long,
in 4 weeks?
There's the long hauler.
How many days
There's
in 4
long
weeks?
haulers that can be.
Yeah,
up to
that's
3
that's like
months.
that's like very rare. That's like
Yeah.
one person per
Let's see,
100,000.
this is. It's called long COVID.
Yeah.
People that have it are long COVID.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the bad effects are yet. So
Oh my God! What fucking book is
Um,
Tenebration in?
what? Wait, what? How many days in?
In 4 weeks, 28 days. So what do you say? You said 34 new cases per
Yeah,
100,000?
it says 34 new COVID-19 positive cases per day per
So
100,000.
34 times 28 is what? It's a couple hundred. That's the number of people per day at the current rate. The number of people that would have gotten sick in the last 4 weeks
952 people per day.
per 100,000. So that's less than
Yeah.
1 per 1,000. That's 0.1%.
Oh, per 100,000.
Yeah, because you said it's 34 per 100,000.
Let's see how many.
So over 28 days, that's a couple hundred per, or 98. You said 98 per 100,000. That's less than 1. That's less than 0.1%. That's not 1%.
So it goes. Let's see. I'll tell you how many people per day. Or in the month, 380,000 people in 28 days.
380. How did you get there from 34 per day?
So if it's, I'm sorry, it would be. That's how many people are positive right now.
Okay. 380,000.
On a 7-day average. It also says that we only have 10% of our ICU available in California right now.
I believe that. That sucks, bro. I want to like move out of the U.S. just to like be done with COVID.
Well, it's mostly Arlie down there. Arlie and Cosmos have the problems.
What?
You guys only have 10% of your ICU available.
I'm pretty sure Arlie lives in the middle of nowhere, okay?
Yeah, but like...
Imperial
You
County.
can't have problems with the ICU if you don't have an ICU.
That's right.
Galaxy brain.
That's right.
Full of ice.
Let's see what how she's doing down there.
She just goes to her neighbor missing a tooth and asks
She
him to
has
fix it.
more COVID cases per day.
Yeah,
Live in a
'cause
rural
they're
area,
all-
Arlie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
rural,
your
but-
positivity rate is 20% down there.
It's all the white trash down there, man.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
gotta
the
put
rural-
people come from the border though. Like there's Mexicali on the other.
Oh,
side.
blame the Mexicans. Classic white trash. Classic
Yeah.
white trash. Blame the Mexicans.
It's
That's so American of you.
the problem with that is that like rural areas all over the U.S. right now have higher percentages than cities because the fucking rural people don't believe in COVID, so they're doing shit like getting together and having
LA
raves
actually has
and
a lower
spreading.
positivity rate.
Yeah, I mean it's true in Oregon right now.
8%?
Like the most
No,
positive,
LA.
the most positive counties in the U.S. or in Oregon State right now are like the fucking remote ass, middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
high plains cattle ranching counties that have like 800 people in the whole county.
LA
They're
only
like
has
Fucking worse.
8%.
20% positivity rate because they're just like they're all fucking each other or whatever. I
You
don't
have
know.
8%.
No masks on.
LA has 8% positivity, but it has more new COVID per day.
Yeah.
So you're
I mean,
saying
in absolute numbers,
we're not-
of course, because
Fine.
there's more people there.
What about mine? How are we doing up here?
What do they do?
Let's see. We get
Is that
24, so
accurate?
we're less. Yeah. Our positivity rate's 5.6%, which is pretty low. What about San Francisco?
Okay, I'm gonna call it a little early tonight, guys, because I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat
word.
and chill out. But I got one more thing to say. Plot relevant stuff. D says, "Hey, before you guys go, when you get to the dead planet, try and find Father Achilleos. Tell him I
Is
sent
that
you.
with an E, Kelios?
Eikelios.
Does that mean we have to call him Dad?
He's Prince D.
Just call him Short D for short.
Or not Prince, just I guess his Patriarch D. D.I.
Little D.
Little D. Father D. No, whatever.
Daddy, let me see
But yeah,
your
tell him
teeth.
that he says find Father Achilleos and tell him that D sent you guys.
I'm here for the D.
And then he said to he also says to he's like, and be careful of Cassandra.
She sounds hot. I never knew a Cassandra that wasn't hot.
He's like,
Like,
she is, but
Teddy, you say that
like I
about
said, be
literally
careful.
everyone.
Hey, not about that old guy.
Well, that's true.
all right,
you never know.
that's
Maybe he has a really nice spleen.
XP? So I can save my sheet.
He's got a nice spleen. We're gonna do 4 this time.
Cool.
Hey, found a tenebration. It's in the Sabat Player's Guide.
Yay.
Go figure.
I gotta go. I'll
Got
talk to you guys
lucky.
next week or sooner.
Bye.
All right.
You guys have a good
Bye.
night.
Yeah.
You too.
Oh, Fix is still here? Liar.
What? Who's a liar?
We need to finish the character sheet at some point.
It's getting
Keep putting it
complicated.
No, we keep putting it off. Listen, Arlie, I'm more than halfway up the state, and your county is the worst.
Come on.
Rural counties, man, they're like
No,
it's all
No.
them Fox News watchers.
no, it's not that. It is not. It's
Yeah.
not rural counties. It is literally just her county. Everybody else in the county is like 5%.
Yeah.
Hers is like
We've been
21%.
shit on almost the entire fucking time, but we have U.S. citizens that are going over to Mexicali to live over there, and that they're getting sick over there and then coming over here for treatment. Like, that's actually what's happening.
Okay.
Oh my
A
god.
lot of fucking.
You say that,
You were confirmed on stream being racist.
But San Diego County
Yeah,
doesn't have
that's
that.
like that's
San
that's
Diego doesn't have that problem at all. They're also 5%.
that's
No,
also
they're
like,
even worse. San Diego County's 1.5%.
A lot
That-
of
what?
people live in Mexicali. It's just fucking cheaper to live there too than it is in
That's
this
actually the
county.
lowest.
So
Yeah, that's like an economic commentary, right? That's saying like, okay, of the people who are crossing the border because they live near it, the Americans are coming back to America to get medical treatment, and
Yeah.
people in Mexico maybe
Yeah.
are not doing that. Also, like people who live in Mexicali
is
probably
actually-
aren't like casually moving across the border into San Diego to live because it's cheaper. Like, that's not a race thing. That's a money thing.
it's about like half as expensive to live in Mexicali than it does even here in
Yeah,
rural
That makes
county.
sense.
A lot of people do actually just live there and cross over the border every day.
Also, like if you're American, it's a lot easier to casually cross over the border between the U.S. and Mexico because racist American border patrol.
There's just a lot of shit that's cheaper there in general too. I mean,
Yeah,
you want
that's it.
dental work?
Right. I heard that that's like a big thing these days. That like Americans are going to Mexico to get dental work because their doctors are good and they're a lot cheaper.
Restrictions that they don't get.
We get the good
on their
narcos.
insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, that is one problem, but yeah. I mean, I've gone over a few times, and it's just everything is so much cheaper over there.
Yeah.
Did you go to Hong Kong?
No,
Don't go to Hong Kong. Not right now.
I haven't left north of ever.
No, in Mexico. Over the border.
Hong Kong,
I've
Mexico.
only ever been to Mexico.
Yeah, you go to
Oh.
Hong Kong, right
You
across
got
the
beat out.
border.
You guys
Mexico's
see that?
America.
Modoc Country, very north, eastern part of California. They're 23% positivity rate up there.
Northeastern. So that's like next to Idaho.
No, next to Oregon and
Oregon and
Nevada
Idaho.
and Utah or Idaho. Yeah,
Lassen
whichever one's in the top
County-
right.
Yeah, Lassen County is supposed to be the worst, isn't it?
That's Murdoch and then your county.
No, my county's
Modoc.
not the worst.
It's the second worst.
Come on.
It's the
Not
second
according
worst
to
in
the map I'm
California.
looking at.
Second
I'm
worst in
looking at.
California.
What fucking
Also-
map are you looking at?
The state map. The state, our actual state.
Keep in mind also
Okay.
that like all of that data is reported by like local officials who are being
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
all has to do with local politics, right? Like that could just be that somebody in like the state assessor's office in whatever that county or like the county assessor's office is like not being leaned on by state politicians to make things look better than they are. So like they're reporting actual numbers and it makes them look terrible relative to everybody else.
Our local health department reports every weekday.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about that fucking the woman in Florida who was like on the news like 6 months ago because she was like she got fired for refusing to like doctor the data in Florida to make their cases look better. Her house got like raided by the FBI and they like pointed guns at her children and shit. Yeah, like last week.
I've been wondering about why Florida looks so damn good right now. I mean, you would
They're
think.
lies. That's all
Yeah,
lies.
It's all lies. All of the states are lying. Some of them more than others, but all of them are lying.
It looks fucking bad right now.
Yeah.
Got fixed.
Play something, Cosmos? While you're awake?
Yeah. You woke me up there.
Did you wake you up there?
Let's stop